Hello everybody, Stephen Talbot here, and thank you so much for tuning in for another one of my videos. So today is Sunday, October the 22nd. Gosh, we've had so many gorgeous days. It's gorgeous again, and it's probably going to warm up quite a bit, but it's a little bit nippy out here, so it's perfect. So today I hope you guys enjoyed the video yesterday of the parks. I figured out that there are actually two parks. One of them's Edwin Warner and one of them's Percy Warner. I'd never been to either. It was really fun. So today, and if I do this, of course, I will record another video. But I don't know, it's kind of windy out here. I hope you guys can hear me all right. So why is there a shadow? I don't want there to be a shadow. There we go. Is that better? Is that better, darling? So today, I'm not positive I'm going to go yet, but I kind of want to go to, I'm going to drive about an hour and a half and go to out nearby, or near where Cookeville is, which is, I have a lot of family that's from Cookeville. My grandmother lived in Cookeville for many years. And I think I'm going to go to Burgess Falls, I think it's called. There's actually two falls, two state parks. Burgess Falls, I can't think of the second, Cummins Falls, I think. Burgess Falls and Cummins Falls. So I only have time, I'm sure, to do one of them. Maybe I'll have time to do both. It's pretty early. So I'm about to get on the road. I already did my 3.5 miles jog today, and I actually danced in this, see right behind me? This is like the little circle of the Bicentennial Mall. And I did some dancing around here. You know, I think I'm going to take up several people have mentioned it to me. I think I'm going to take up their advice and get a freaking hat. I actually brought a hat today, but I'm going to get like a peddler's hat and stick it out there because I think I could get some money. So many people take pictures of me, it's crazy. Of course, like I said before, I eat that shit up. So anyway, so I did my jogging, I did my dancing, and then I'm gonna go hiking and see some waterfalls, or I may do both, or I may do either or, I'm not sure yet. The other thing I really want to do today is, a friend of mine told me a couple of weeks ago about the fact that the skating centers, both of them in Nashville, have adult skate on Sunday. And every weekend as a kid, like literally every weekend, like every Friday, every Saturday, after school, we used to beg my mom to take us kids, me and my sister mostly. I don't remember if my brother ever went. He's like 7 years younger than me, so I don't think he went. I think I was 2. By the time he might have, I don't know if he ever roller skated or not. I'll have to ask him. But we used to get her to drop us off 7 to 11 every Friday, every Saturday. And we used to be like, doom, doom. We used to truck, like to, whoop, there it is, whoop, there it is. And like they had trucking music. It was like, doom, 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 doom. So I actually did have a skating party for my 20-something birthday. I don't know if it was, I can't remember now. And that's the last time I roller skated, and before that, obviously, I haven't roller skated since a kid, so it's something that I really love to do. We used to go to lock-ins where they would lock us in the skating center all night, and like on every Friday the 13th, and on Halloween, like the weekend before, after Halloween, we would have all-night skates. We'd get dropped off like at, I think 11 or 7, I remember, and we'd skate all the way until 6 o'clock in the morning. So that was, I have very fond childhood memories of that. So I really want to do that today as well. And the other thing that I really need to do today, if not today, then later this week, is go find the items for my Halloween costume. I do not enjoy dressing up for Halloween. I haven't dressed up in years, or I have not enjoyed it. This year, I've changed my mindset a little bit, and I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm not going to divulge what I'm going to be, because I'm going to be on video for sure, and hopefully I will be completely unrecognizable. That's my hope anyway. So I'm excited to do that. I actually don't know where I'm going to go yet, because I used to have friends that had a Halloween party every year, but they broke up a while back and they don't do it anymore. So I may go to the gay bar or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I figure if I dress up, I'll figure it out. I'll figure out where I'm going later. I need to get my costume, finish getting my costume together. So I may do that today as well. But I do have a purpose for this video today, and the purpose of my video today is I want to talk about routines, because I just got done doing my meditation, and I also do like these exercises every day, not like physical exercises, but like gratitude exercises. It's something that I've talked about her many times before. Her name is Shailene Johnson. She has several podcasts. She's on all the social media outlets or channels, and I respect her a lot, and she gives really great advice. And I have her journals, which I don't know if I've showed you guys her journals before. But ever since I started writing these journals, they're not like blank page journals. They're like every day you keep track of how much water you're drinking, how much juice I'm juicing, what your exercises are. You write down things that you're grateful for. The day before, you write down things that you're happy that you accomplished, things that you need to accomplish, your tasks. It's even literally every journal is like probably 300 pages. They're like this thick, and you get a different one every month. And I was just going through and reviewing mine that I started, I guess when I sort of started this whole transformation about 4 months ago or so, or maybe, something like that. And I was going through, and every task and every goal, both short-term and long-term, or mid to long-term or whatever, not long-term, but, like 30-day goal, 90-day goal, I have met or exceeded every one of them. And it just goes to show you that there is a lot of value in doing things like keeping a food journal, keeping an exercise journal, keep writing down your goals, your aspirations, what you want to accomplish, your task lists. I think all of that stuff is really important. So one of the things that I was grateful for when I wrote into my little gratitude section of my journal last night was the fact I'm grateful for habits and routines. And it just got me thinking, that's a good topic for a video. And I know I've discussed this a little bit before, but, it takes the average person an average of 21 days to formulate a new habit, whether it's bad or good or bad. And there's a book by Charles Duhigg. Highly, highly recommend this book. It's called The Power of Habit. And it's very insightful, and it kind of explains how habits work in the brain. And he even talks about companies like Procter & Gamble and the product Febreze, which I'm sure most of you are familiar with. It's like my favorite product in the world. I love Febreze. I spray it. I take it with me to hotels, everywhere. I always have Febreze. I love Febreze. I love the original scent. Original scent, Febreze, please. And I also like this stuff called Audubon for those of you who are trying to get smells if you have pets and stuff. Audubon, it's like Odoban. They sell spray bottles of it at Walmart. They also sell gallons of it for only like $8 or $9 at Home Depot, and it's concentrated too, and it's the bomb. The bomb! So anyways, that was a little sidetrack. But anyway, so that book talks about Procter & Gamble and how Febreze, the product Febreze, was originally a flop. And you guys may remember when Febreze first came out many years ago, if you remember the commercials, they would blindfold somebody, and then they would be in like some really stinky place, like in the sewer or something. And they'd be like, what does it smell like? While they're blindfolded, and they'd say, it smells like roses. And they'd be like, they take the blindfold off, and they're like in some disgusting place. And that whole campaign, I apologize if it's very windy. Let me turn around this way. Oh gosh. Okay. I don't know if that's any better or not. But oh look, you can see the beautiful Capitol behind me. Behind me. Yeah. Wow. Anyways, that whole marketing campaign failed miserably. And Charles Duhigg in the book The Power of Habit, he talks about why that is. And really, I had some really bad habits, and I've changed them all into positive habits. I've changed one thing for another, negative to positive. I don't smoke, I don't vape, I don't party. I drink. I still drink sometimes, but, not like I used to. I used to drink. I used to drink like a fish. Guilty! But, anyway, it's a very good book, and they talk about routines as well. So, what I was grateful for yesterday is the power of a routine and the power of habits. And so I thought I would share with you my routine, I guess. So I try to get up really early. When it was warmer outside, I got up around 4:30. But now that it's cooler, when I get up at 4:30, it's just too damn cold. Too cold. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do in the wintertime. Probably go to the gym, I guess. Or, I don't know, probably just bundle up, So I stopped getting up at 4:30, but I really enjoyed in the summertime getting up that early, because by the time I get done exercising, showering, getting ready for the day, people are still asleep. And it's a great way to get ahead of the day, ahead of yourself, whatever. So now I get up a little bit later, but the very second I get up, as soon as I get up, the first thing sometimes I take a shower before I work out, which sounds kind of odd. Sometimes I don't. It depends. Sometimes I feel like in order to feel awake, I need to take a shower. As a matter of fact, that's typically the case. And people are like, "Why are you taking a shower if you're going to work out?" I'm like, "Why did you even wake up, bitch?" I'm just kidding. No, like I take a shower because I'm awake that way. Sometimes I meditate in the shower. I have like a bench in my shower, a big stand-up shower, and I have my Bluetooth speaker in there. So sometimes I meditate in the shower. Sometimes I don't. One thing that I always do in the shower is at the very end of my shower, usually I do it for somewhere between 30 and 60 seconds, I put the water on ice cold. Which sounds crazy, maybe it doesn't. But not only does it wake me up, but I feel like it just sort of shocks my body into like awake mode. And I feel like it like jump starts my metabolism for the day. Actually, you know what? Before I even jump in the shower, let me back on up. Yeah. I also drink a full, I have to check how many ounces it is. I drink a full, the big Fiji water bottle full of water, which I don't know, it's the tall one. I drink the whole thing. I also take a multivitamin every day. And I also take a vitamin B complex thing and a multivitamin. And then I drink the whole thing of water, jump in the shower. I don't always take a shower. It depends. I'd say 90% of the time I do. At the end of the shower, sometimes I meditate in the shower, sometimes I don't. At the end of the shower, I literally turn it on ice cold water, and I don't just stand there like, I like immerse myself in the cold ass water. I turn on the little body jets and just like ice cold. And one thing it does is it shocks your body so that when you get out, like when you get out, sometimes you're so cold and you're just like, you got a towel wrapped around you. You don't do that no more. You're just like ready to go. I'm ready to go when I do that. And I can't remember where I think I heard that on that podcast I've talked about also many times called it's called The Upgrade. It's put on by the people at lifehacker.com. I think that's where I heard that from. They were like, you should take a really ice cold shower in the mornings. So I do that. Then as soon as I get out, I feed my cat. And then throw my running shoes, my running shorts, quick t-shirt, and then I head outside. Well, that's not always the case. Sometimes I put on some raggedy shoes or hiking shoes and go hiking, which has been more of a current thing that I started doing. And actually, let me back up again. Gosh, I'm sorry. I should really put these in order. I'll tell you what, in the description below, I am going to put what I'm talking about in order. I didn't really think this through. The other thing that I do before I leave most mornings, good mornings, is I usually scramble 2 eggs. And I also zap in the microwave 2 pieces of vegan sausage. I don't choose vegan. I'm not vegan. Obviously, I haven't eaten eggs. But the vegan sausage, regular sausage, I don't know. I won't get started on the conspiracies of meat, of deli meat or sausage meat. But ever since I watched a documentary about it, I'm just like, I'll pass. So I've been getting vegan sausage, which is much lower in calories, and it has lots and lots of vegetables in it. If I have juiced, I don't juice every day, it's too expensive. If I have juiced, and I have juice, then I also will down a big old glass of juice. And I actually had some this morning. It was so delicious. If you have not seen my juicing videos, then I will also link those down here in the description as well. I'm sort of stuck in a rut with my juicing. I need to dig for some recipes. Sorry, I've been going for 14 minutes. I need to dig for some recipes and try some new things. I usually do kale, carrot, cucumber, celery, fresh turmeric, and fresh ginger. I like some extra ginger. I like it to be a little spicy. A little bit on the spicy side. I like my juice just like I like my men. Hot and spicy. Honey. But yeah, so I will juice if I have the juice, and then I go do my thing. It usually consists of at least 3 miles minimum If I miss a day for some reason, because I'm out of town or whatever, I always double up. So I at least have a minimum of, what's that, 7 times 3, at least 21 miles a week. But like I think I told you guys before in a previous video, I can't remember the last time that I've had under like 30 or 35 miles in a week. So it just depends. Now I am reading a new book called the Beginner's Guide to Running. So I just started that recently, and because I think I mentioned before that I want to become a runner, like a real runner, like a run and run. I'm running. I want to like run, and run until I can't run anymore, and run. So I started that book, and there's going to be a routine in there where you sort of work up to being able to run for a solid 30 minutes without stopping. So I'm sure I'll get to that, and I will definitely keep you guys updated on my progress. But for now, I don't have like a super strict regimen. I mean, overall, I think it's pretty strict for myself. I make sure to get out every single day, but it just depends on where I'm walking. If I'm doing downtown or the Bicentennial Mall, or if I go to Shelby Park, or if I go hiking or whatever. Sometimes it's at minimum it's 3 miles, and then sometimes I do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It just depends. Sometimes my aunt told me one time, she was like, why don't you just make a day of it? That's what I used to do, and that is fun. Just stick a $20 bill in your pocket, stick your ID in your pocket, and leave out early in the morning, and don't plan to come home until late if you have, like on a Saturday, and you just walk around. It probably wouldn't be as much fun if you live out in the country and the sticks, but if you live in an urban setting, it's a lot of fun because you just walk through the different areas, the different neighborhoods, stop for a juice, stop for a salad, stop for lunch or whatever, or stop for a cocktail on your way home, whatever you want to do. So anyway, it just depends on where I'm going as to how long I run. So, and then after that, I usually get on my computer and do the boring stuff and work on something. One of the different projects I have, or Airbnb, or travel stuff, my travel agency stuff, or helping friends with websites, or whatever the hell I've got going on at that time. So that's pretty much my routine. I'm sorry this video is really long. But I hope you found value in it, and if you did, please let me know by giving me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, please. If you're not already subscribed, share it with your family and your friends. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or suggestions, or if you think I'm cute, let me know in the comments below. And as always, enjoy yourself.